Southern Cameroons, action, action, now. The beautiful people of Southern Cameroons, we are all grateful that you have come out today to celebrate the Independence Day of our country. I will not be long, I don't have much to say because the chairman and the vice chairman, they are both here. So, without further ado, I'll invite the vice chairman to come forward. Mr. Lambenbaum, can we clap for the vice chairman, please? Southern Cameroonians, action!
Okay.
Southern Cameroonians,
Action!
Southern Cameroonians,
Action! Action now!
my dear fellow Southern Cameroonians, I'd like us to clap for ourselves. I have 3 things to say. First, look at the song that we had, Courage Brother, Do Not Stumble. Everybody go to that. Courage Brother. On that first page, the last verse there says, trust no leaders, trust no party or sect or faction, isn't it? Put in every word or action, trust in God and do the right. Are we there? All of us, we sang that verse, we sang that particular line. Trust no leaders. None, not even me. None. Trust no leaders. But what should you do? Trust no party, no sect, no faction. Every word or action, and then you do what? You trust in God. So two things we are called upon to do. Every word and every action, and then you do what? You trust in God. They did not say trust in the vice chairman of SCNC. They did not say trust in the chairman of SCNC. They did not ask you to trust in whoever is leading this cause at this time. No party, no sect. That is precisely why we are where we are today. We have erected persons and be worshipping them as people who are having this struggle. Nobody owns this struggle, not even me. It is bigger than each and every one of us. If we do not take this struggle beyond people, if we do not take this struggle beyond sex, we're never going to go anywhere. I just learned today, paradoxically, that the people of Hong Kong, if you listen to the news today, what are they doing? They are a province of China. They are directly under the Chinese. They have a government of their own, but they take orders from China. And the young people of Hong Kong, they were the ones who started the demonstration 3 days ago, saying that what? We no longer want this thing with China. We want to be on our own. We are talking about who? Young people. Don't mind because I'm grey. I'm also a young man. I'm a That is the challenge. They can do that in China. They can do that in Hong Kong. Where are our own young people? Where are they? All of us at heart. Action is what we need. Words. And when they talk about action, what do we mean by action? Every time we say Southern Cameroon, everybody says action. Southern Cameroon, action. What is the action beyond this now? After this, what is the action that you are going to take? What is the action that I am going to take to push the liberation struggle? What is it? What is it? Think about that. For the last couple of months, we all prepared for the referendum in Scotland. I'm sure the chairman is going to talk about that. Isn't it? The Scottish people were able to do that. Go back to the drawing table. It has taken them 300 years. They formed a party, tabled their resolutions before the British people. Tabled that before the British people. And before the vote took place, you heard all the politicians in Britain, in the UK, they were shaking. Because they were afraid they were going to lose the Scots. What is it that the Scottish people are doing that the Southern Cameroonians are not doing? What is it? If they are claiming that we had a referendum and we signed up onto this thing, we say yes, let's accept that fact. Now we are saying we did it. We don't want it anymore. Why are you refusing? Why are you holding us back? In my recent evaluation, I have said that the only reason why the Southern Cameroon's issue is where it is today is because we are our own enemies. We are our own enemies. We take the gun and we shoot ourselves in the leg. Normally, when somebody takes the gun and he shoots himself in the leg, it's so that he can sit down and not move. You know what we are doing? We are shooting ourselves in the head. When you shoot in the head, are you alive again? We are dead. Ask yourself, each and every one of you, that's the question I ask myself to every day. What is happening to my brothers and sisters in Cameroon? What is happening to my family in Southern Cameroon? Because I can walk some small thing and send it to them, they think that life is very comfortable. Call them and ask them, go out and demonstrate. What did they tell you? You want our children to go out in the streets and be shot while you are enjoying life in America. And after that, they hang up the phone and ask you for $100. There are people here who have taken off from work today, isn't it? Taken off from work in order to be here. Just imagine that all of you did not show up here. A few people would have been here singing Southern Cameroon's independence, and people are looking at these three people singing Southern Cameroon's independence. What are they talking about? But because you did it, you can have a multiplier effect by asking the little people in Cameroon, in Southern Cameroon, your father, your mother, your brother, your sister, what are they doing? What are they doing? The last thing I want to say is, action is inspired by belief. If you do not believe in something, you cannot act. If you do not believe in something, you cannot act. I use a very clear example. A child who grows up in Israel knows that to pick up a gun against a Palestinian is just their way of life. Isn't it? They have grown up knowing that the Palestinians are their enemies. They believe in that. And because they believe in that, they will do anything at any time in order to make sure that that belief is realized. I've been very, very negative. But I want to say that just for coming, it's a clear indication of the fact that you believe. There are people who will not dare wear this t-shirt anywhere else. If a TV camera came out here now to say that this thing will be put out in CRTV, some people will be putting their face like that. After the pictures today, after the demonstration today, like I tell people, if you have a conscience, ask yourself, today you bite the finger that is feeding you, you will need it tomorrow. You will. And trust me on that, you will. So I want to end on a positive note by saying, congratulations for coming out to celebrate the independence of Southern Cameroon. Our prayer is, we do not want to continue standing with this building behind us. We want to go to Boya. That is where we want to celebrate the real independence. On July 4th, in this country, Americans all over, they are going back home, wherever is home for them, to celebrate their what? Independence Day. They are going back home. Let us get to that level where every October 1st, we too shall be buying tickets to say that we are going back home to celebrate our independence. But that will not happen if you continue just wearing t-shirts beyond this place, below the US Capitol. Wear the t-shirt in your hearts and let your actions and your words speak about the belief, your conviction about the Southern Cameroon's independence. Southern Cameroons! Action! Southern Cameroons! Action! Southern Cameroons! Action! Action now! Thank you all and have a wonderful day.